I found a new spot of the lake that looks pretty promising for bass, so we're gonna give it a shot. I've got my white fluke put on, and we're gonna see what happens. I haven't been catching a lot on the white fluke. I was, not too long ago, but recently, so we'll see what happens, and enjoy this beautiful day. And we're gonna be doing the oil change on the van today. So you can see my little Mercedes in the background there, but the van needs an oil change pretty bad. So today we've got the high mileage Valvoline synthetic blend. 5W20 is what she takes, and she takes 6 quarts. So we've got 5 quarts plus 1 quart equals 6 quarts. So we got the filter there. I usually just get the cheapest filter. It is what it is. And then I've got the wrench here to take off the oil filter, and we've got our ratchet right here to take off the oil bolts, the pan bolt. So we've got a pan for the oil to drain out of. So let me show you. All right, so this is our oil pan bolt. So this one is a 16 socket. So we're gonna put the socket on it. We're gonna get that off. And here is the filter. Now this filter is hard to get off sometimes. I've done my oil change a bunch of times, and sometimes it's hard to get off. And that might be on me because I'm the one doing it. I might be over tightening. I don't know, but other than that, it's like pretty easy to do. So let me walk you through it. First is first, we need to take off this oil filter so it can drain better. Oh, oopsie, it's hard to do with one hand, you guys. Oh, jeez. All right, let's see how clean we can do this. Sometimes it likes to, the bolt likes to fall in, so. Oof. Well, that's not pretty clean, you guys. We got some spillage. Is what it is. Let's get that oil out. Now, this is what healthy oil looks like. We don't see any flakes, we don't see any grittiness, and we do not see any milkiness. So as you can see, no grittiness, no flakes. It's pretty clean oil in my opinion. I do my oil change, I don't know, pretty often, to be honest. She's old, so gotta keep her going. Still a little bit of oil draining out. Like I said, she takes 6 quarts, so let's get that filter off. This is the look of defeat. I've been fighting with this oil filter. I finally got it to loosen up. It's my fault. I'm the one who put it on last time. I gotta stop doing that. I just be like, you know what? Let me tighten it so nothing happens. Let me not tighten it no more. All right, y'all. We got it off. All right, so it's finishing dripping. I'm gonna take it off now. Oh, man. All this oil on me. All right, definitely not my cleanest oil change. Looks like I'm making a mess, but we did get everything off. So we're gonna let it finish draining out, and then I'm going to put everything back on, new filter. Make sure we lubricate the filter before we put it on, and put the bolt back in and throw some new oil in. So I just want to say that we should always check and make sure that the O-ring, yep, you see this ring right here? This ring right here, you always want to make sure that comes off, because, I have a friend that left this on one time, and then they put this filter back on the car, and basically when it's double ringed up like that, is that it can't seal properly, and it basically started leaking all over the floor. So we always want to make sure that this ring came off with the filter. Okay, so I always like to pre-fill the oil filter too, so I'm gonna use some of this oil I have and just pre-fill it. Okay, I'm gonna use some of this oil and lubricate that ring. You really wanna oil that up so the next time you do this, it comes off, and hopefully I won't be fighting with it next time. Alright, let's put it on. Alright, we got the new filter installed. This time I made sure it was hand tight, so my girl should be good. We put the bolt back in. We can start tightening it back up. I just like to do it until it's pretty snug when you do it with the ratchet. And that's pretty snug. One more. Yep, that's snug. Let's make sure we wipe everything up. So if God forbid when we turn it on there's a leak, we can make sure we know where it's leaking from. But that's, like I said, God forbid. Let's clean all this oil up. Make sure it's nice and clean. Alright, so now we can start pouring in some of this oil. It's gonna be right here. Let me see if I can get a funnel. There we go, I found my funnel. Alright, now the big quart. About the big 5 quarts. Alright, she drank up. I'm gonna close up the oil cap, make sure it clicks. Nobody make fun of this, man. When I bought this van, the guy sold this to me with the wrong windshield washer cap on it. And honestly, I haven't gotten around to buying a new one because it's windshield washer fluid. So I just duct tape it because who cares? Water doesn't get in my fluid. So lastly, I'm gonna pour all that oil in this container right here. Alright guys, we made it back out here after the oil change. It is now about 6 p.m. We're gonna see if we can get us that catfish. thing's fighting. No way. No way, it's a pike. It is a pike. Holy crap. I need you to tire yourself out. Oh, I should have brought him in. Should have brought him in. That's how you know I'm a rookie. That is how you know I'm a rookie. Okay, chill out, chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. No. My glove. I don't want it to bite me. Hold on. Oh, shoot. This thing is feisty. Look at that fish. What a beautiful fish. A nice little pike, a nice little chain pickerel. I'm pretty sure this is a chain. Might be a grass one, not sure. Got him on the red worm. Yes, sir. Seriously, what a beautiful fish, you guys. Gorgeous. Wow, he's a decent size, you guys. Let's release him. Let's put him back. Bye, buddy. So there's a snake over here by my stuff. I mean, I've seen them before. I've seen a bunch of these snakes, but I've never seen one go straight up to my stuff like this. What's going on, buddy? Cool looking snake. Oh, he got scared. Oh, he's out of here. He got scared. He's out of here. We got a nice bass here. I didn't even think I was gonna get anything, so I wasn't even recording. I gotta start getting better, you guys. I keep saying that and I'm not getting better, but I promise I'm gonna get a GoPro soon and hopefully get better at shots, but we got this, guys, so let me get him back in the water. Something bit the catfish rig and it snapped off. So next time I come out here, I'm gonna have to use some better line. Probably some braided line. So yeah, but getting ready to head out of here. This beautiful place and get back to the van.